Hello my fellow YouTubians, this is PoolSharkWizard, and today guys we are back playing some Feed the Beast on the Block Party server. As I've mentioned before guys, the Block Party server is reserved for folks that have been guests on the Shaft Podcast, which I've mentioned before. I was a guest on, the special guest on episode number 95, and it's also for the moderators of the Shaft Podcast. If you guys want to see the Shaft Podcast live, it takes place Sundays at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time. And it's Twitch TV Dead Workers Party, I believe, is what they have it on. So I'll leave that link in the description. But guys, today I am happy because I want to do some more with the turtles. So I've already prepped it again. We've already made the turtle. But this time, guys, instead of making a mining turtle, what we're going to do is we're going to make one of these melee turtles. So all we need is this diamond sword and add it to our turtle, and we should be good. So let's go ahead and make our diamond sword. Once again, it has to be an unused diamond sword, just like the mining turtles, that for it to work. So once we have our diamond sword here, we can just move our turtle up, move our diamond sword up, and boom guys, we got a melee turtle. So as always, I'm going to go ahead and name this thing right off the bat. So we're gonna go label set, and we're gonna go PSW 6 this time around because I've already made a few more between last episode and now. So we're gonna set this right there. Our turtle's now named PSW 6. The reason I name my turtles is because it can keep the basically the code that you guys put into the turtle, and it's very easy to identify that way. So to start this off guys, we are gonna write a simple melee turtle program because I want to be able to use this on my Skelly Spawner. So to start it out, we're just gonna go edit, and I think we'll call this one kill. So there we go, edit kill. And to open this up, it's a very simple one guys. It's while true do. For the first part, give it a couple of spaces, then we're going to go turtle dot attack. Turtle dot attack, we got to have the parentheses in here. Then we are going to give it the command of sleep parenthesis 1. What this will do is it will have the turtle sleep for basically 1 second pretty much. We can backspace a couple of spaces here and type in end. And now we have a turtle program in here. So now if we hit control and we go to save, there we go. And we hit control again, and we can move over to exit right here like so. Then we already have the program set up. So now if we take a look at the programs that are on here, if this works, there we go. And right here guys, you can see our kill program shows up. So it's definitely cool. Basically what this thing is going to do is that if it identifies a hostile mob in front of it, it's going to basically kill them. Now normally if you were doing this, because I'm on the Block Party server and they have PvP turned off, if I had kill in here right there and I went to walk in front of this, the turtle would take me out if it was not set to PvP turned off. So because the Block Party server has PvP turned off, then it will only take out the hostile mobs. So let's go ahead and move this guy right over to our Skelly XP Farm right over here. And I don't think there's too many up there right now. There's only 17 up there. So I'm going to make a quick cut here guys. And I'm going to turn on our Skelly Spawner. We're going to make sure that the floodgates are closed, and we're going to collect some more Skellies up on the top section here. So hang tight folks, we will be back shortly and I will show you guys how this turtle works. Hey guys, we are back, and speaking of that, I had a comment left the other day for me saying that I say, hey guys, we are back too much. I'd like to touch on that a little bit. The reason I do that is because I've been making videos for come March it'll be 2 years. from my old channel, which is PoolSharkWizard. And you guys are watching this on my new channel, ThePoolSharkWizard. The reason I have two different channels is because ThePoolSharkWizard, I was able to get partnered. So I just wanted to kind of touch base on that. If you guys think that I say it too much, please let me know in the comments, and I will try not to say it quite as much. But it is... it's basically habit for me because I've been doing them for so long that it's pretty much habit. So let's go ahead and take a look to see up top here. We have 65 up there. Now if you guys look, ooh, I don't want to move that around when I'm in this screen. If you guys look up in the top left hand corner there where it says E, those are the entities. So if we look over here, we only have 7 of 191. Now if we look up to where I collect all the Skellies, it says 67, almost 68. So that's kind of, when I'm checking that, that's where I'm looking at it, guys. So in the top left hand corner by the E, that's where it says how many Skellies that I have up top. So we'll go ahead and close out the F3 here. And now I just want to basically kind of set up my turtle, right? So we made this turtle. I'm going to throw down a piece of cobblestone, and we're going to place our turtle right up on top. Just like that, we can remove this piece of cobblestone now because we don't need it. I just have it there so I can place the turtle down. Now basically, guys, once we open up the floodgates right here, as you guys can see, the floodgates say up is closed, down is open. What I mean by the floodgates is I'm collecting the Skellies up top here, so I can cruise up to the top. I'm not sure if I've shown this in the previous videos or not, but this is basically what the floodgates do. So our skeletons basically all collect right up in this area. So if we open up F3 right now, we got 78 in there. So once we hit open the floodgates, it pulls this piston back, and the skeletons drop down, and that gives them a one-hit kill because they're dropping down about 23 or 24 blocks or something like that. So it doesn't totally kill them, but that's kind of the whole point behind an XP farm. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you real quick. So once we open up the floodgates here, it's going to take a couple of seconds, and it's going to get loud. So hang tight, folks. Here we go. Give it a couple of seconds. They all drop down right there. And now, because we have our turtle right here, and we have our turtle programmed, instead of us going up there and hitting the skeletons with like a one-hit kill and then having to eat constantly and that sort of thing, if we just type in kill here and hit enter, then, as you guys can see right on the side here, you see the diamond sword taking them out for us. Now the good thing about this is it's taking them out, and it's also collecting some of the stuff. It's not going to collect all of the things that they have, but if we walk over to the corner here, you guys can see some of those XP orbs, and if we get too close, then those XP orbs will start coming towards us, basically. So at this point, I think I'm just going to turn off the Skelly Spawner, and basically what that does is it turns on the lights inside the Skelly Spawner, and it's pretty rare that the Skellies will spawn when that thing is lit up, pretty much. And then we can close off the floodgates here, and we'll just let our turtle keep on doing the work. So right now, if we were actually taking these out one at a time, we'd be eaten a few times, right? So because we have this melee turtle and it's taking care of them for us, we don't have to worry about using our energy. So right now we're at a level 3 for XP. Let's walk right over to the corner here and collect all of our XP. And you guys will see that the XP just climbs very rapidly. So having the turtle in there is definitely a huge bonus. So we went from a level 3 up to a level 23. So that is definitely cool. And then because now that we're done with the turtle, we can just take out our turtle. We can collect all the goodies, and we can basically sort our inventory over here. So let's open up this. We got a golden helmet out of it. We got some bows out of it. We got a bunch of bones. Got some arrows. So guys, I'm going to take another quick break here, and I'm going to get rid of all the inventory that I have stocked up. and then we will continue on. So hang tight, folks. We'll be back shortly. See what I did there, guys? Let me know if you guys like this sort of transition a little bit better than the welcome back type of transition. So the next thing that I want to touch on, guys, is in the last episode we created ourselves a solar helmet. The reason being is because we wanted to charge up our electric jetpack, right? And I wasn't sure at the time, but since then I've found out. As you guys can see, right near where I plant all my trees, I threw down this this green block right here, and that basically gives us a clear shot up to the sky, right? So I have glass way up here. If we can fly right up here, you guys can see I have some glass panes set up right here. So if I stand on this pad, that gives us a clear view up to the sky. And now if I open up the inventory, you guys can see that our electric jetpack is charging up. So you don't have to be directly out in the sunlight. You can actually be underground. As long as you have a skylight that has a view to the sky, it will still charge up. So that I wanted to touch base on that, guys, just to let you know, since I found that out since the last episode. Now, the next thing that I think we will touch on here, I really wanted to do the Blaze Farm setup, but I think I'm going to wait until the next video because I'm not sure where I want to put that quite yet. So we will probably do that in the next video. I'm most likely going to put it someplace over in this area right here, but because there is a lot more to it than just a quick little video about it, I want to actually plan it out and kind of get an idea, but it will probably be over in this general direction right here. So the next thing that I wanted to touch on, the last video I believe we did these linking books, right? And now I'd like to do a book that basically I can just keep in my hand, right? So for example, I have my home base book here, and then I have one that goes to the linking table, and I have one for daytime. So we're just going to click on the daytime one, which is this one. And the reason I have it for daytime, I'll show you guys when we click here. It basically pops us out right here, and the server set this up so when it's nighttime, you guys, we can just basically step on this plate and it turns it to day. So that is definitely a cool thing. One of the things that I've done, I prettied up this little area, and it's definitely cool. Have a listen to these portal guys. How cool is that? That is just really cool. So now I'm going to use the book that goes basically back to my home base. So let's just make sure that we select that one, and we can just click it here and cruise right on back. So it is definitely cool, and I'm going to show you guys how to make these. So I'm going to set a little bit of a scenario up, and then when we come back, I'm going to show you guys how we can actually just keep these right in our inventory, as opposed to having a book go from the overworld then down to the nether and then to our next point and that sort of thing. So guys, hang tight. I'm going to set that up and we will be right back. Hey guys, we are back, and let's just say I've set up kind of a scenario for us. Let's just say we don't want to use the book stands. We just want to be able to have our books in our inventory and be able to use them without having to pretty much put them on a book stand. Normally, if you did a linking book and had it in your hand and you tried doing it in the overworld to another part in the overworld, then the book would be left on the ground and you'd lose it pretty much. So let's just set up the scenario here. Let's go into our PSW Linking Book Central. As you guys can see, I just set this up recently. This back here is going to be my room for all my linking books, pretty much the ones that I want to have on a stand. So right over here we have our Glacier Sand Village, which is a new area that I've found. And then right here we have the linking mod table. So we're going to set up a linking book to go to this specific spot, right? So we're going to do this the exact same way that we've done before. We're going to create our linking book right here. what that will do is it will identify this specific area that we have. Now we're going to take a cruise over to the linking mod table, which is where my friend that I've mentioned before in my videos, Chris W2K5 is set up. And as you guys can see, I just want to open this up if I can find a little, oh wow, I don't know what that is. But I want to be able to pretty much show a little, I'm just going to create a crafting bench here. I think, yeah, I'm just going to create a crafting bench because I'm not sure how this whole thing's set up. So I'll just create a quick crafting bench so we can open up the recipe for it and you guys can see how much this is a very resource heavy block, right? So if we look right here, I looked up link, and this is the link modifier table. So as you guys can see, you have to have blocks of diamonds all the way around the outside and a block of gold in the very center. So it is a very expensive table to make. I have nowhere near enough diamonds to do this. And since Chris already has one set up, we're just going to use his, which makes total sense to me. So right here, this is the linking book that we just created, folks, right? So if we move this up into this specific area, we can name this thing, let's see, PSW Link Central. I think that'll work. That'll work. And you have some of these buttons that are over on the side right here, right? So to get the to be able to have this book in your inventory like this, you actually have to have this intra linking right there, and that will enable us to basically link books up together in the overworld instead of going all the way down to the nether. And then the other one, disarm, not sure about. Generate platform, I'm assuming that creates some sort of platform. And maintain momentum, I'm not sure about that. The two ones that are important to us is the intralinking here and the following right here. What the following does is this makes it able for us to just kind of keep it by hand instead of having to move it, you know, put it on a book stand and that sort of thing. So right here we can just set this up. Now if I select this one and we click on the little area right here, boom, it brings us right back to where we had originally set up the linking book. So I hope that's helpful to you guys. The next part that I think I'm going to show, since we already set this up, I already have a linking book going to the table, and I also have one that that is following to that specific area as well. So I wanted to kind of show you guys how that is done. But like I mentioned, guys, that table is extremely expensive to use, and because you're on a server, I mean, hey, we help out each other a lot on the server, so it definitely helps out. So guys, I think I'm going to take another quick break, figure out what I'd like to show you guys next, and we will be back shortly. So hey guys, we are back, and to finish this off, I think we're going to go back to good old PSW2, the first turtle that we created on this server. So let's go ahead and throw him down. To finish this off, I found this really awesome logging program that I've been looking for because I wanted a turtle to pretty much place a sapling, bone meal it, and then cut it down and continue on from there, and then just keep on doing it until it ran out of saplings or that sort of thing. So the one that I found, guys, is basically it was created by Riser 9. I will show you guys that here. If we do edit, and I called it log 2, not log 3, log 2. And if you guys can see this right here, it says Riser 9. So I will leave the link in the description to his Pastebin for this specific Pastebin code, and it's absolutely awesome. If you guys are not sure how to enter the Pastebin, then I will leave a link in the description for my Pastebin turtle video that seems to be blowing up, which is absolutely awesome, and I appreciate it. So let's start this out by just exiting out of here because we don't need to edit the program at all. Alright, and the thing that's really cool about this one, guys, is it tells us what we need to put in the inventory. So we have the saplings, we have the log, we have the bone meal, and we have the coal. So let's go ahead, and if we just type in log 2, which is what I named it, when you guys set up a Pastebin, you can just name it what it is, and we'll hit enter here. It tells us right here that we need to place saplings in slot number 1. So this is slot number 1, and notice how it highlights the different areas. So now it says bone meal in slot number 2, which it highlights the slot that you have to put the bone meal in. And then it will say throw a log in the slot number 15, which it also highlights, which is right there. And then to throw some fuel in the last one. So now it will count down and it will start doing this for us, guys, which is absolutely awesome. So it placed down the sapling, then it bone mealed it, so it grew the tree for us, and then it will come all the way back down, place another sapling, bone meal it, grow another tree. Now I'm using birch because birch, I really like birch wood, especially for floors. I'll show you guys right back here. I use birch out here. This is an oak wood floor right here, and then also I have birch wood out on the main area right here as well. So the thing that's really cool about this is it goes through and it uses however many saplings that you put down, saplings and bone meal that you actually put down into the inventory. So in this case we only use 6, so it's only going to do it 6 times, which is absolutely awesome. And then it will just when it's done, it will just hang out and let you continue on. Now you can use oak saplings in here. However, if you use the oak, if you make a massive oak tree, and it will create a massive oak tree, it throws branches all over the place instead of just having the leaves like the birch wood does here. So with the oak wood, you know, it will have a trunk over here and a trunk over here and trunks all over the place, and it just turns into a monstrous tree. And in this case, I'm planting it underground, so it definitely kind of limits how large the tree's actually going to be. So in this case, you know, we have all of our birch wood collected, and as we can open up the turtle here, you guys can see it has 1 sapling left and it has 2 bone meal left, and it collected about 35 more pieces of birch, and it didn't use any fuel because I filled up the fuel in the first place with the lava buckets. So you don't necessarily have to have the coal over here, but to get the program to run, you do have to place some sort of fuel down there. So it definitely helps. As you guys can see right here, it says that the program has completed, so we can just pretty much take out our turtle and move on for the most part. Now these, as these leaves decay, they're still going to drop our saplings. So this turtle program doesn't collect, you know, saplings that drop around the outside, so we have to manually collect those, but that's all right. I mean, I basically wanted a program that just does 1 tree at a time, because that's the way I have this set up, is just a specific area for 1 tree at a time. So guys, I hope that was helpful for you. Like I mentioned, it was created by Riser9. I'll leave the link in the description for his Pastebin, and then you guys can just add it to your turtles, and it's absolutely awesome. I think I'm going to call this video good now, guys. Be sure, as I mentioned earlier in the video, to check out the Shaft Podcast, which takes place every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central. I'm more than likely going to be on there, so if you guys want to have a live chat or something like that, just say, hey, I watched your video, Pool Shark or PSW or something like that. I'll say hi to you, and it's pretty much a text chat back and forth for the most part, but the shows are absolutely awesome. They had Notch on there on episode number 100, and I've known the Shaft podcast, so it would be Eric Fullerton, Brett Copeland, and Wes Wilson since Minecon of 2011. Also hung out at PlayOnCon this last year, and I'm going to be going to PlayOnCon again this year. But guys, it's a great show, so be sure to tune in to watch it live. It's epic. It's a great podcast that I pretty much never miss because it's so good. They really have some good, guests on there, and it's just a blast. So guys, this is PoolSharkWizard. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see in upcoming videos, and we will go from there. So what I plan on doing for the next Sunday's video is doing this blaze farm, the above ground blaze farm, and I think that will be pretty cool. So guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Take care, and bye-bye.